When I was younger, I used to work at a farmer's market for my dad. I would sell flowers for him every Saturday. And one Saturday, this woman came up to me and I had just sold her a bunch of flowers. And like every conversation, I said, "Thank you, have a nice day." And she said, "Thank you, you too." And then she took my hand and she said, "Have a nice life. I think you will." And I could see her getting teary-eyed under her glasses, and I thought to myself, what did I do to deserve this kind of love? I've never forgotten that moment. And here I am, maybe 8 years later, 9 years later, 10 years later, and I think to myself, what kind of life do I want to live? So I've come back with some inspiration.
Build a life. Don't live one. Build one.
We ask kids, almost as soon as they can talk, what do you want to be when you grow up? As if they need to have it all figured out, or they need to start figuring it out at 5. And we trap ourselves in boxes instead of allowing ourselves
to live spherically, in many directions.
This is my best friend Arden. 3 years ago, she passed away after a fight with brain cancer. I decided right then and there I was going to live Arden's legacy. My one and only goal became to laugh as much as possible, to really enjoy life, even the hard shit. When Arden died, I felt like I got stuck at the age I was, 21. Now 3 years later, at 24, all I want to say to people is, I'm not an adult. Don't mistake me for an adult. Never become one either.
Never lose your childish enthusiasm, and things will come your way.
Early in life, we catch on to the idea that we need to start figuring it all out, and that's bullshit.
So, I don't have to know exactly what I want to be this second?
Heck no. That's what I wanted to say up on that stage the other day. I didn't know what I wanted to be when I was 9 years old, and I turned out fine, right?
You mean you didn't always know exactly what you wanted to be?
Are you kidding?
Like everyone else, I want to succeed, I want to improve, but not necessarily in the terms of what the world calls success.
And I would get harassed. Sometimes people would yell at me from their passing cars, "Get a job!" And I'd be like, this is my job.
It's true. I've had plenty of jobs that were just for the money and didn't excite me at all. But at the same time, I knew from each job I was learning something. And that was so insanely important. I don't feel upset that I haven't settled on something that I want to do, because ultimately, I want to try everything.
I believe that opportunity looks a lot like hard work.
You know, I went through a lot of different jobs before I got where I am today.
And I love telling people I did this for a job because everybody always wants to know who are these freaks in real life. Hello.
When I was 13, I had my first job with my dad carrying shingles up to the roof. And then I got a job washing dishes at a restaurant. And then I got a job in a grocery store deli. And then I got a job...
I worked retail. I've been a bartender. I was a camp counselor at one point. I've been a tour guide. I've worked so many unpaid internships. And at 24, people will look at me and be like, when are you going to get a real job? And
it hurt because it made me fear that I was somehow doing something unjob-like and unfair, shameful.
But I want to live my life with faith, not with fear. When I get nervous about good things coming along, I try to think,
oh, sweetheart, if it was all smooth sailing, you know where we'd be? Bored to tears, that's what. Amen.
Do you know what I felt when I woke up this morning, Delia? Nothing. No passion, no spark, no faith, no heat, absolutely nothing. I think I've really gotten past the point where I can be calling this a bad moment. And it terrifies me. I mean, Jesus, this is like worse than death to me. The idea that this is the person that I'm going to be from now on.
It's hard not to compare yourself to others. It's difficult to think that you've
lost confidence in the accepted values. I try to get excited at the prospect of settling down, minding my own business, and making good.
It's just crap that people try to sell to you to make you feel like less. So don't buy it.
It's never easy to step away from the crowd.
So this is my bed, currently, in my van, that I'm about to live in.
To my friends, I'm a loafer afraid of responsibilities.
A lot of the times I think to myself,
Is this what stupid people do?
I can't even make those I love understand what I'm after.
The very fact that you've taken the time to come this great distance in search of knowledge proves that you're not afraid of responsibilities.
But hey, don't be fucking scared to do shit because, you know, life is too short to be scared. So just do it and hope you don't die. And do it. Just fucking do it because why not?
Is this how stupid people die?
Even to admit that you want to learn is in itself courageous.
The sexiest thing in the entire world is being really smart. And being thoughtful. And being generous. Everything else is crap, I promise you.
I don't want to get stuck and look back at life and say,
There's like nothing. I have no pulse.
Steve Jobs said, when you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way that it is. And that your life is to live your life inside the world and try not to get in too much trouble and maybe get an education and get a job and make some money and have a family. But life can be a lot broader than that when you realize one simple thing.
What's the greatest day in the history of the world? And I'm like, Dad, I don't know. And he just looks at me and he smiles. And he says today. How'd you?
I never want to forget that every day has the possibility to be the best day of your life. I never want to forget to live completely in the now. It can be so difficult to do that because there are these rules and norms we feel we need to follow. But remember, we can never go back in time, and
everything around us that we call life was made up by people that are no smarter than you.
Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, oh my god.
so please don't be tricked in the need to follow the way things have been done in the past. I know it's really difficult and really scary, but all you really have to say is,
I trust you this much. Should I? Show me.